perfect, but we try it alone. Why can't love the upper end? Paint a wall, learn to dance, call your mom, drive a boat, drink a beer, sing a song, make a friend. Now can't we all get along?
Excessive coronavirus restriction measures must come to an end, and all state of emergency declarations enabling these measures must be repealed. Tyrannical suppression of our voices must be stopped, and peaceful citizen assembly must be respected, instead of being violently crushed. We all have our bodily anomalies, and we are violated by mask mandates, restricting our ability to breathe, our ability to speak freely, and it makes it just a miserable time when you go to see a family member and you see this ugly face diaper on their face, and you're like, what are you doing here? Why don't you just take the chance? Take the chance and be a person and breathe. You have this. This is your God-given right.
There's some great booths going on. First and foremost, if you see the Convention Estates people, they got a little badge like this. They got a beautiful, beautiful petition. Convention Estates is about reeling back in the federal government, stopping federal overreach, stopping the massive overspend, and ultimately term limits on Congress. Who wants term limits on Congress? Anybody else here?
So I got to speaking with my partners. I said, well, what are we going to do about the election? Because I think everyone in this field knows that if they dismantle our election system, everything else is a slippery slope right behind it. Because I don't know if you've been noticing, the politicians that were elected no longer seem to care about anything we have to say, because they know they no longer have to fight for our vote, because our vote don't matter. We tell them what to do, not the other way around. This has been getting very twisted over generation and generation. Anyway, so we're putting them on notice that it is the will of the people, by the right of the Constitution, that we are not asking you, dear sir, we are demanding a forensic audit over the entire state of New Jersey, the 2020 election. We're demanding it.
My name is Ralph Fusatola. I'm a retired New Jersey lawyer. I'm president of the Institute for Health Research. That's www.inhere.org, INHERE. You'll find some useful information on the website relating to our concerns today, and specifically information about your right of informed consent. You have a right to say no to masks, to jabs, and to any government control over your natural rights. And I think the other speakers today said the exact same thing. So I'm here to thank you all for being here, to tell you that this third worldwide demonstration is an event that will be followed by no doubt more. We need more and more individuals taking a stand. Just being here without masks on is taking a stand. Thank you. Have a great day.
And what I'm seeing is heartbreaking happening to our country. And I would like to see people more run for office. I would love to see that. More patriots. More MAGA people. Right away. Election reform. All this is so important, and this is number one. Number two is get our people in there and make this happen. And, action. Direct action. So I'm seeing a lot of it, and I'd love to see us double our efforts over the next few months, and I suspect we will. And maybe a lot of people on the left will join us when they start to see how their kids are all being othered.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Andrew. I just want to talk about something real quick. I've seen a couple people around here. Got the Attila's Gym Belmar shirt on. You want to worry about New Jersey, worry about New Jersey. Attila's Gym Belmar was shut down during the COVID pandemic. After 14 days to slow the spread, they reopened, and they had their business license revoked. They had plans in place to stop the spread of COVID. They've had well over 200,000 visits with no infections. They have tracing. They have things to disinfect their gym constantly. They've had their gym shut down, boarded up. They've been arrested. They've kicked the doors in. They've lived there. If you want to take a stand in New Jersey, you should be looking to the people in New Jersey who are already taking a stand against the government. They've had lawsuits against the government that have not been answered. They've had many times where they need people's support against this government that has been shutting them down. I've seen a couple people with shirts here. I know people have heard about it. You should look into it more. It's Attila's Gym, Belmar. You should find out about that. They do a good job. They're fighting this fight for us. Thank you.
The social justice nonsense is a straight up lie. What it's designed to do, and it's the same with when you hear women's rights to kill a baby. The same people telling you get the vaccine to save lives are the same people that tell you a baby in the womb is not a human being. They're not serious. They're not serious. What's coming on this land, we are probably less than a decade from 1930s Germany. I took a class trip to Europe in my senior year of college, where I got my degree in criminal justice, by the way, on a GI Bill. I saw Dachau concentration camp. Now, obviously, I saw it as a visitor's site, but I saw what it was. I saw the beaches of Normandy, where the American troops did the D-Day invasion. That's an American cemetery in France. That's American soil. Those graves are in the shape of crosses for a reason. I want to speak to all you guys today. I love what you're doing. Don't stop. I love what Attila's Gym is doing. I went there and I met the man.
Many say God's already won. So we're on the right team. But as patriots today, we're awake. Everybody's here knows what's going on, knows the tyranny, knows the oppressions that are happening, and knows what we have to do to fight it. I think one of our responsibilities in today, after leaving, is helping to wake up more people, because I don't think enough of the 99% are aware that we need to all get up and do something and be a part of it. One of my favorite analogies is that we have to turn into a swarm of bees, because nobody runs from one bee. But if you've got a swarm chasing you, you're going to run every time. And everything that's been happening that you've been seeing has been extremely divisive, and that's part of one of their tools to their successes, all the way from CRT to vaccinated, unvaccinated, right, left. You know, they're constantly trying to divide us, and all that stuff is just a distraction from what is really going on in the world. If we are fighting against each other, then we can't come together and turn into that swarm of bees. And that's really, I think, an important message that we can spread and get more people awake, get more people voting, more people signing affidavits, doing everything we can peacefully to turn the tides. And the momentum's changing. You know, these audits, they're game changers. They're happening. More and more people are awake. You know, the bad guys came out with this thing called the not-so-great reset, right? Even Klaus Schwab wrote a book, COVID-19, The Great Reset. And through the Great Reset, they want to take away a lot more than they already have. What they didn't count on is what's happening with days like today, and it's called the Great Awakening. So we, the people, we reject your Great Reset. In fact, we tell you no to your face, and we want to introduce you to the Great Awakening, to the patriots of America standing up, coming together as one. United We Stand has never meant more than it does right now at this point in time.
But in all seriousness, if you're looking for a group in New Jersey to join, just come on over to one of our tables, flag me down. There's a lot of wonderful groups. I was with a wonderful group last night in Hackettstown. Freedom-loving patriots. They host a Friday night meeting. Was honored to be there. Really good speakers, great topics, great people. The food is magnificent. Freedom-loving patriots has a weekly munch. I need food like I need a hole in the head, right? So again, there's dozens of great patriot groups getting together, conversing, sharing, working together on things, and I encourage you to get involved. You're already involved, you're here. And again, thank you so much for coming today.